There's no doubt that Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra have had a whirlwind romance, cultivated in a massive, multicultural, over-the-top wedding, like pretty much everyone else. We have been fascinated by their relationship, but there is so much going on behind the scenes that we didn't get a chance to see. But don't worry, we're gonna reveal it all here. From the controversies that arose and the celebs that showed face, we'll talk about some of the most romantic behind-the-scenes moments between Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas. Priyanka Chopra admits that, like many other young girls, she was moved by fairy tales and dreamed of someday finding her very own Prince Charming. But her father insisted that instead of searching for a pair of glass slippers, she shatter the glass ceiling and live her own life without waiting for a man. Although Priyanka did just that, she still hoped for a day when she would get her own happy ending. After seeing the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, she began to dream of getting a diamond engagement ring from Tiffany & Company. We know it probably sounds hard to believe, but dating was often a challenge for Priyanka. She says that most men she met were intimidated by her and tried to stand in the way of her and her goals. But then she met Nick Jonas, who encourages her to shoot for the moon. And when he proposed, naturally, he presented Priyanka with a gorgeous ring from none other than Tiffany's. It was clear that her fairy tale dream was coming true. But sadly, her father was no longer alive to cheer her on. Priyanka's wedding dress was an absolute showstopper, featuring hand-embroidered scroll and floral motifs, lace tulle appliques, and a high-neck collar. It looked like something suitable for a royal wedding, with its 2,380,000 mother-of-pearl sequins and 75-foot-long veil. But the most touching part of this stunning gown was something audience members couldn't see. Priyanka had a special piece of fabric sewn into her wedding dress. It was a piece of her new mother-in-law, Denise Jonas's wedding dress from her own wedding back in 1985. There were some more sweet hidden messages in Priyanka's gown, including her husband's full name, Nicholas Jerry Jonas, their wedding date, and Madhu and Ashok Chopra, which are her parents' names. In addition, she had some meaningful phrases embroidered on her dress, including family, hope, compassion, love, and the Hindu mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. And don't think that Nick's wedding outfit didn't have any hidden surprises. The groom looked incredible in a custom purple-labeled 6-button, double-breasted black tuxedo with a small secret on the lapel. It held a piece of Priyanka's wedding dress, embroidered with the Urdu words, My Jaan, which translates to My Life. Many brides follow the old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue tradition, but these guys took it to the next level with these sweet and sentimental additions to their wedding outfits. But of course, this beautiful gown wasn't the only one Priyanka wore over the course of her wedding. For her Hindu ceremony, she included some more hidden tributes to her parents. She wore a traditional lehenga with a matching top and veil, which took over 110 embroiders, over 3,720 hours to create. It's covered in hand-cut organza flowers, delicate French knots made of silk floss, and layers upon layers of painstakingly detailed threadwork. It also had the names of Nick and her parents embroidered into the waistband of her skirt. Although her beloved father couldn't be with her on her wedding day, these touches meant he was there with her in spirit. They say that Hollywood is a small town, so it's not very surprising when celebrities befriend one another. And one of Priyanka's very best friends is more than a mere celebrity, she's royalty. Of course, we're talking about none other than Meghan Markle, who recently got married herself to Prince Harry. Priyanka and Meghan have been friends since they met at the Elle Women in Television dinner back in 2016, and the two instantly clicked. Priyanka was there when Meghan was named the Duchess of Sussex at her own wedding, and she can't say enough good things about her BFF. But unfortunately, Meghan and her new husband, Prince Harry, were unable to attend the wedding of Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas. As pretty much everyone on the planet has heard by now, Meghan Markle is pregnant, with the newest member of the royal family due in spring 2019. This is exciting, but puts a limit on her traveling plans, meaning she had to miss out on the wedding. But even without Meghan, this wedding was not lacking in impressive guests. Obviously, Kevin, Joe, and Frankie Jonas were in attendance, along with the future Mrs. Jonas, Sophie Turner. Some other notable celebrity guests included Dwayne Johnson, Kelly Ripa, and Lupita Nyong'o, just to name a few. A traditional wedding takes a ton of careful planning, and this wedding was much more complex. It was important to Priyanka and Nick that they incorporate meaningful events from their respective cultures and blend them together in a way which honored both sides of the family. This meant that Priyanka had to plan a mehndi ceremony, which is a common part of Indian weddings. During this time, the bride, along with the women in her family and the groom's family, will have elaborate henna designs applied to their hands and feet. While this may be how it's done traditionally, Priyanka and Nick wanted to figure out how to put their own spin on things. This meant turning it into a co-ed event, so nobody was left out of the fun. This looked to be a truly amazing pre-wedding party, inspired by an important Indian wedding tradition. Finding an officiant for your wedding can be a challenge for many couples, but when it came time to select an officiant for the wedding of Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas, there was one super obvious choice. Nick's father just so happens to be an ordained minister of the Assembly of God Church, so he was the natural choice when this couple needed an officiant. Nick has spoken before about the role God plays in his life and his devotion to his religion. Having minister Paul Kevin Jonas perform the ceremony was a touching way for him to welcome Priyanka into the family and share a part of their culture. Priyanka and Nick really went above and beyond to make sure that all of their loved ones' special traditions were included in their wedding. Like most weddings, this one had no shortage of people filling up the dance floor. The couple spent their first dance as a married couple grooving to the song "The First Time I Saw Your Face" by Roberta Flack, but that was only the beginning. Music is an important part of Indian weddings, and their traditional Indian wedding ceremony was followed by a traditional Sangeet. The word translates to sung together, and it's considered a nice way for family and friends to bond and express their joyful feelings regarding the happy occasion. Although we didn't get to see the whole thing, Priyanka was kind enough to share some shots to Instagram. She described the event as a fierce song and dance competition that ended as a huge celebration of love. She added that the Sangeet was an amazing start to a lifetime of togetherness for our families and friends. Apparently, this was not only a time to come together, dance and sing, but a time to share some laughter as well. The two families joked about being able to pronounce each other's names and shared traditional dance moves from their respective cultures. There's no doubt that Priyanka and Nick had an amazing wedding filled with tons of love, laughter, and exquisite outfits. So it's a shame they also had to contend with so much ugliness surrounding this special time. Many people call their wedding day the happiest day of their life, but it was around this time when The Cut called Priyanka Chopra a global scam artist, which is quite a bold statement. The relationship between Priyanka and Nick raised a lot of eyebrows initially, and it's not hard to see why. There is a 10-year age difference between these two, and their relationship seemed to go from flirting to marriage at lightning speed. But thinking these two may have rushed into things is a far cry from accusing Priyanka Chopra, of all people, of being a scam artist. Mariah Smith wrote an article for The Cut in which she claimed that Priyanka was an evil villainess who was manipulating Nick Jonas for financial gain. According to Smith's piece, Nick was a naive pawn who fell for Priyanka's beauty and charm. Apparently, Priyanka is a gold digger who wanted nothing from Nick but his money. The backlash from this piece was immense, and even people closely involved with Priyanka and Nick felt the need to address it. Sophie Turner spoke out about the piece, calling it wildly inappropriate and totally disgusting. Come on, Sophie, tell us how you really feel. Her boyfriend, Joe Jonas, was equally perturbed and called the article disgusting before referencing the Ariana Grande song, "Thank You, Next." Priyanka Chopra is a gorgeous and multi-talented woman who we are sure is not hurting for money in any way, shape, or form. And if she was low on cash, she could grab a couple of acting gigs, which would be far easier than entrapping a Jonas brother. The whole thing was ridiculous, and eventually The Cut claimed the article didn't meet their standards, and Smith was forced to apologize for it. Hopefully, this didn't detract from Priyanka and Nick enjoying their amazing wedding. Unfortunately, The Cut wasn't the only source of negativity surrounding the epic wedding of the two. During the Kafa ceremony, Nick actually rode in on horseback. The groom rides in on horseback in order to pick up his bride, and then they upgrade their ride. And by upgrade, we mean the couple gets on top of an elephant. That's right, Priyanka and Nick's wedding celebration involved them traveling around the premises atop a massive elephant. While some people might think this is romantic, others disagree and view it as mistreating animals. The People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA, spoke out about including horses and elephants in wedding celebrations. Although it may be traditional, there are certainly some problematic issues that come with incorporating living animals into such a spectacle. Controlling a massive and intelligent creature like an elephant involves using physical punishment, which many people find cruel. PETA spoke out about this practice and shared a video detailing the often horrible methods used to train elephants. The CEO of PETA India spoke out about the incident and was at least willing to give Priyanka and Nick the benefit of the doubt. They released a statement saying Priyanka was ill-served by not being advised of the firestorm that would be caused by participating in animal abuse. While many celebrities happily endorse PETA, we're guessing Nick and Priyanka won't be among them. But despite all of the negativity surrounding their relationship and their wedding, we doubt it'll keep Priyanka and Nick down. It seems like these two had the wedding of their dreams, even if we didn't get to see every last detail. Not only did they create a bond with each other, but they brought together two very different families in order to celebrate. We wish this happy couple all the best luck moving forward with their new marriage. What do you think about the wedding of Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas? Was it way too far over the top, or the perfect way to celebrate their marriage? Let us know what you think in the comment section, and then click on the subscribe button to get more great videos from TheTalko. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.